Hi everybody, my name is Gressa Schroeder. I'm the owner of Gotcha Covered of Woodbury. One of the most common questions that I have from many of my customers is how can we power your motorized window treatments? And so I'm going to show you 3 different ways that we can handle the power and the connections that take place with that. The coolest way is actually, I think, on a roller shade is an internal rechargeable battery. The roller shade itself actually has the motor and the battery are completely integrated into one unit. And I've got my chargers here, but essentially you're gonna plug one end into a wall outlet about once or twice a year, depending on how fast you drain the battery. This is a retractable cord system here. And then the other end is gonna go into, this is actually like a little magnetic clip, and this is gonna connect right onto the shade. So if my camera allows me, I'm gonna disconnect this for sake of being able to make this a little easier. Essentially, what this does, if you follow me over to this shade here, is we just connect it right onto the cord right here, and this would obviously be connected into the outlet, but this little device, it's magnetic. You just charge that right onto the shade and you're good to go. Typically it takes about 2 to 3 hours to charge the shade, and you're good to go for the next year or 2. The second way that we can do power is going to be through a rechargeable battery that's external, and that looks a lot like this. Basically this is also held in magnetically, but it's going to be held in behind the shade. So if you have this kind of a system, you're just going to pull this out. It's held by magnet. You pull this out. It's got like little tiny connections here that connect with the shade, and then this is going to drop into a little charger. It looks like this. Super simple. This is a dual charger. We can have 2 shades in here, 2 battery ones in here at once. This can sit on your tabletop. Again, this only takes about 2 to 3 hours to recharge, and it has about the same battery life as that internal rechargeable battery that I was talking about earlier. So depending on how large your shades are and how often you're operating those shades, it's going to last for about 1 year to 2 years. And then finally, we have the oldest system, which you can still order, which is AA batteries. This is a AA battery wand. It typically takes anywhere from 10 to 12 AA batteries. This sits behind the shade as well. You're going to disconnect that male-female part, and then you're going to open up the little cap here, refill it with AA batteries. If you are sick of using AA batteries, we can actually help you to upgrade to this internal rechargeable battery system. Sorry, not the internal, the external. And so we can swap this out. We can send our installer to it does have to have a housing unit behind it that holds it in place, but it's a quick and painless way to upgrade so that you're not putting AA batteries in there as well. So if you have the internal rechargeable battery, it looks something like this, and you're going to plug it into the wall. We have rechargeable batteries that drops into the charging case. Or if you have the external AA batteries, it's going to look like this, and you're just going to swap it out. Have a great day.